This is the highway that ripped through one of the most densely populated areas in America,
tearing communities apart and leaving a scar that runs through Bronx in New York and filling the borough's air with pollution.
The Cross Bronx Expressway was no easy feat. At the time when it finished primary construction in 1963, it was the most expensive highway ever built. But why did they build it in the first place? Well, back in 1956, America embarked on its largest mega project ever, the Interstate Highway System. Cities across the country were flooded with federal funding in order to make an intricate network of highways. In New York City, the Parks Commissioner, Robert Moses, took up the mantle. He was never elected into any public office, but yet he had near absolute control to carve highways through New York City's metropolitan area. Enter the Bronx. Out of the 5 boroughs of New York City, this one had the fastest growing presence of minority communities, including the Jewish community, African Americans, and Puerto Ricans. I-95 running from Maine to Miami had one roadblock: the Bronx. According to initial estimates, it was specifically 146 structures with 540 families. Other routes were possible, but Robert Moses was adamant in building a highway that would be a direct link across the Hudson to upstate New York and Long Island, and thus connecting the rest of the Northeast. All opposition was swiftly squashed. Neighborhoods were destroyed. Some of the neighborhoods had thriving businesses and strong communities that were rising together up the economic ladder. Rents were affordable for the residents of these neighborhoods, but in places like East Tremont, they will receive a letter demanding they leave the area in 3 months.
These 6 lanes, 54 bridges, and 3 tunnels cut through the heart of the Bronx, affecting more than 220,000 people.
The effects are still felt to this day. It's one of the areas most clogged with traffic, and according to Columbia University, the area around the South Bronx has one of the highest rates of asthma in the country. Childhood cases are especially responsible for a large portion of hospitalizations and death. African Americans and Latinos account for more than 80% of these cases.
What do you think can help the Bronx today? Stay curious, my friends.